Hi, this is Linda, and I want to show you what I do with an unpitched instrument table. I like to have my unpitched instruments out so the kids can see them and I can see them, and then I also can keep track of them. So here I'm going to show you what I've done so far. So here's my table that I've used. It's just a table that was in the school, and I grabbed it and I've covered it. Now last year I used this piece of paper, but it's starting to look a little sad, so I took it off and then I recovered it, and this time instead of using butcher paper that didn't last as long, I'm using this paper here that is lined, and it's supposed to be fade resistant. When I say lined, it actually has lines in it. Doesn't mean it's lined behind it. So I'm hoping it will last me longer this year. And then I just tape down the edges. It may have originally come with a wide enough roll that I didn't have to use two sections, but I wanted to use what I had, not buy out anymore. So anyway, so I just taped down all the edges because of those little fingers that like to pull up on edges, and hopefully they'll leave the middle seam alone. All right, I'll show you the rest. Now that I had the table covered with the paper, I went ahead and put the instruments all on the table that I want to feature on here. I have more, but these are the ones that I just want on the table. And I put them according to timbre family. So here we have the drum family. And so I've got all of them down here, tallest in back, of course, shortest in front. And then here I have the metal family. And then here, the woods. And then here are the shaker and scraper family. And once I move the table back, you'll see that I have those signs up here for those. Then I go ahead and I take a pencil and I outline each instrument on this table. So I just go around, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but once you've got everyone outlined, you're going to take them off again, and then you're going to go take puffy paint and do puffy paint over it, and I'll show you that next. But right now I've got the outline of the instrument, so I take them off. I know exactly which one goes where, and the puffy paint makes it more pronounced. So now I've traced all the instruments, all in pencil, and I've taken them all off, and now I'm going to do the puffy paint. I like to choose one color for family. So sometimes I try to pick the colors according to like yellow or brown for wood, but these are what I have available, so this is what I'm doing. So it's purple for the shaker and scraper family. So all I do is just take off the lid, and I start on the top corner, and I just start pulling it along. Sometimes the air pops through and it's not perfect, but that's okay. I just go over the paint line, and there you go. Now you need to give it a lot of time to dry. Good time to do it is on a Friday afternoon, and then let it dry all weekend. But even then, when you put some of your instruments back, like the metal, sometimes they'll still stick a little bit, so you might want to even let it dry. Our kids are not coming back until a week from Monday, so I may not put all the instruments out until just before they come. Here is the table after I've applied all the puffy paint, and now it needs to dry for at least a couple of days. The table's back into position, and now the instruments will line up somewhat with the signs on the wall. Finally, all the instruments are back in their places. You can also use this idea for any display, not just for instruments. If you found this video helpful, please like it down below, and please be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see any of my future videos.